Hi everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are doing the Aries Weekly Tarotscope. This will be your eclipse reading, full moon reading, all that fun stuff. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements, because sometimes those will resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. All right, let's see what you have got going on this week. I'm hearing like dumb luck, but not like in the way of bad luck, but getting lucky in like a really random, stupid way. Like something that seems to be negative ends up being like really positive. Like your car runs out of gas, and I don't want to manifest that for anybody, but your car runs out of gas, but right where it runs out of gas, there's like a, $100 bill on the ground. It like something like that. I also feel like something that maybe appeared to be like a really negative situation or a really difficult loss, even, it's like you're gonna see this week that it put you like exactly where you needed to be. For some of you, I feel like you might be you might have an ex come back around, but I feel like it's an ex from like a long time ago. Somebody that maybe you didn't get a lot of closure for. You didn't understand why the relationship ended. It was very unexpected. It's like I almost feel like you're gonna bump into this person again, and like they're just like their whole life has like gone to shit. Like you're gonna be really grateful that it never worked out with that person. Yeah. Okay, let's see what messages want to come through for you. I feel like this eclipse energy is really pushing you, or even just kind of this time period in your life. I feel like you're really being pushed to like really connect to yourself, to your own personal happiness, to your own success, to your own desires. Like doing things that are for your highest good, putting your happy, like making your happiness a priority. If you've been dealing with like probably over the last 3 to 6 months, like going through something where it feels like you're losing a lot of people, or you feel very disconnected from people, or you're like even finding maybe that your relationships aren't really working out, it's like I feel like you're kind of like being redirected to look at yourself. I also feel like you put in a lot of energy and effort into helping other people, motivating people, wanting to see people succeed, wanting to see people do good. Like you're putting all this energy into other people's happiness, other people's success. But in the meantime, like your whole life is kind of falling apart, and everybody else around you is doing great. Assholes. So it's time to focus on yourself. And as shitty as it sounds, like I kind of feel like the people that you've connected to have really given you no other option but to focus on yourself. I also kind of feel like you're taking notice that when you are focused on yourself, when you are putting yourself first, doing what other people would consider to be selfish, everything in your life just kind of flows like really, really, really easily. It's when, you try to add other people into the mix, and don't take that as a sign that there's something wrong with you, or that you can't manage relationships. All right, let's see. Let's see what else wants to come up. Also, I kind of feel like it's a message. This period of time, it's really important to work on like clearing any kind of like negative cycles, karmic cycles. And so just make sure that you're not letting yourself go back to a negative mind space, or don't get yourself in the space of like second guessing yourself. Also, over the next couple of weeks, stay away from people that over talk. Like they don't let you get a word in edgewise, or they spend 20 minutes telling a 2-minute story. Like stay away from people that talk too much, or that talk too loudly, or be mindful of people that are speaking too much, because it's like I feel like somebody's like trying to trip you up with their words. I feel like you've put in a lot of effort to manifesting some sort of change, or working very hard to try to do the right thing, or trying to make some changes maybe to get yourself on a better path. For some of you, I feel like maybe you've been working on maybe trying to get your finances more under control. Or just to try to maybe have more like financial stability or more stability at home. Some of you, I feel like you've even maybe like disconnected from a group of people, or maybe even just one person that you felt was like not good for your mental health. It's like this energy, like you're really working to do the right thing, or to do what's good for you, or to manifest change. And it's like all of a sudden, like you feel like very alone. It's like you've disconnected yourself from negative people, and I don't mean to laugh. You've disconnected yourself from negative people, but now it's like there's nobody because everybody's negative. Some of you have gone through a period where you put in a lot of energy and effort into helping somebody to get somebody to a better space, to the detriment of yourself. Like to where you got overwhelmed with your own issues and you got put in a bad position because you helped somebody, and that person is like nowhere to be found. But again, it's like you're being put through this period where you're kind of meant to feel a little bit isolated, so you can just like reevaluate your connections, disconnect more from the people that you're just giving way too much time and energy and effort to. I feel like too, you've dealt with like a lot of loss or change recently, and as silly as it sounds, let yourself have like a good cry. It's very cathartic. It helps release. It helps you let go. Everybody always says, how do I let go? How do I forgive? You just gotta let yourself feel it. Once you feel it and let it go, it's... Well, I don't want to say anything is like magically disappears, but... You got like all these goals, all this desire for change. You've got your mind focused. You're really trying to do the right thing. You're really trying to manifest some sort of positive change, or get the truth out, or get something going in a fair place. But I also feel like you like don't have any support in this. Like you made a decision to put yourself on a better path, and I feel like in that process, like you're very alone. Some of you might have recently like left a long-term relationship, left a marriage, even maybe left a job. Ugh, do not go back. Do not second guess yourself. Do not get scared that you're not going to be able to continue with the path that you've chosen or continue with your goals. Don't let the fact that you don't feel like you have enough support, that you don't feel like you have enough money, don't let that steer you. You don't need to go back. You don't need to give anybody any more assistance, especially if you've been helping somebody financially and you decided to cut them off. It's very tempting because there's comfort there, because you know what to expect. But you need to step into your energy and own your fucking energy. You know, I think the north nodes are shifting into Aries north node and Libra south node, and that's literally what the theme of that transition is letting go of being a people pleaser, letting go of trying to keep things nice, and it's giving you permission to be selfish. And I don't mean obviously be an asshole, you know what I mean. But it's like whatever the situation was that you were giving to, again, I feel like you walked away from it, or you're in the process of walking away from it. It's like giving to the situation has lowered you. You've knocked yourself down to try to fix this situation. And so it feels more difficult to get back up this time because you're having to get back up from, being knocked back further. It's okay though. Because that energy was holding you back a lot more than you realize. I also feel like if you're questioning your decision, especially in regards to a relationship, if you've walked away from a relationship and you're questioning whether you've made the right decision, I don't even feel like the option to work out that relationship is even there anymore. Like it's no longer your decision to make. Like it's done. I don't mean to sound so drastic. You're in the right frame of mind. You're going on the right path. It just feels very heavy right now because you've just had to let everything go. You're at the bottom of this. You have to give it just a little bit more time for your energy to gain momentum, to, get back to feeling grounded, but keep the course. I also feel like if you're going through something that you're needing some sort of financial help, don't go back to something that it's going to hurt you more to have to pay that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it means you have to swallow your pride a little bit to ask a different person for help, one that's not gonna add a bunch of stipulations to it, or that's not gonna leave you in some kind of stuck position. Like, it's okay to ask for help, just be mindful of where you're asking for help from. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Bye-bye.